Revolution 2024 here with my first video on YouTube, hence the paper that I will be using as I am not good at this yet. I decided to make a video on some of the things that I believe that I've written down for my own personal use, but I'm going to share them with you because one of the first things I'm going to say is that I believe that everyone should do this. Everyone should know what they believe and what they do not. They should have this written down somewhere so they don't forget it. If it changes, they should change their list. There's an old saying that says, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Hence this. But I'm going to get right into it, and here we go. I do not believe in the existence of a supreme being or beings. I am an atheist. I do not believe that evidence favors the existence of a god or gods, and I believe that it, in fact, supports evolution, the theory of evolution, which in another video I'll explain why that's not just a theory, it's theory and fact. I do not believe that any religious organization has any place whatsoever in United States politics. I believe that George Bush Jr. was the worst president in United States history. I believe that science has discovered substantial evidence in favor of evolution and against creationism. I believe that Fox News is neither fair nor balanced. I believe that the Democrats, while they are the better party in United States politics, and I do support them, they lack the backbone to push their ideas through and fail miserably when it comes to actually getting something done. They have good ideas, but they don't get them done. I believe that Jimmy Carter was not a bad president. I believe that Bill Clinton was in fact one of the better presidents that we've had in United States history when it comes to actually doing his job as the president. Forget his personal life. Here's a president, judge him on being the president, not being a man whore. I think that the United States only elected Bush once. Therefore, we should only be held accountable for 4 years of the last 8 years fuck-ups as the public. The public should be held accountable for that. The other 4 years should be, we should place the blame on the Democrats for not providing a decent opponent in the 2004 election because nobody likes John Kerry. I am certain, not believe, but I am positive that Iraq had nothing to do with September 11th, 2001. And if you want to place the blame on anybody or anything, place it on the United States foreign policy over the last 80 to 100 years. Take a history class. I do not believe that people should intentionally inflict harm on others. In fact, I believe that we should avoid it at all costs. I believe that a woman should have the right to choose to have an abortion. It is her body, her choice. Yet again, leave religion out of it. I believe that homosexuals should have the same rights as heterosexuals when it comes to marriage. I believe that religion uses scare tactics and brainwashing in order to gain followers. I believe, and I'm pulling this statistic out of my ass, I believe that 7 out of 10 people probably have no idea what they believe or why they even believe it. I believe that the chances of life existing on another planet or somewhere else in the universe in some shape, way, or form are probably a lot higher than we could ever imagine. I do not believe that the President of the United States should swear in on any religious book whatsoever. I don't care if it's the Bible, the Quran, any book. No. I believe that if the president does decide to place a hand on something while taking the oath, it should be the Constitution that they're taking the oath to uphold and protect. I believe that the United States needs a better healthcare system. I believe that is the job of the military or a military in general, not just the United States, but in general, to defend, not invade. I believe that the people of the world should work together in an effort to resolve conflicts, to come together in suffering, poverty, hunger, genocide, discrimination, hostility, and war. If enough people across the world decided to work on that, it would happen, but nobody wants to work together. I believe that the Bush administration probably set the United States back at least 30 years. I believe that when a person dies, they cease to exist as a human being. I do not believe that the United States was founded on Judeo-Christian principles or values, and in fact, it was founded by deists. Most of the founding fathers were deists. Most of them were very anti-religious or anti-organized religion. Let's see, where are we at? I do not believe in anything that does not warrant sufficient evidence in favor of it being true or not. I believe in using reason and logic to gain knowledge. Let's change this into an I know. I know that my atheism does not make me a Satanist, terrorist, or communist, as I have been called by numerous people who obviously have no idea what they're talking about. Let me clarify this real quick. I am an atheist. I do not believe in a supreme being or beings. In order to be a Satanist, you have to believe in God. You have to believe the same thing as the Christians or the Jews or the Muslims, I guess. But you have to be on the opposite side. You still have to believe the same thing. I'm not a terrorist. I can't name any atheists off the top of my head who are terrorists. Any atheists who have bombed abortion clinics or are suicide bombers. I can't name any. If you can, point them to me. Because I can't. I'm not communist. Yes, communism is in general like an anti-religious political system, but that doesn't make me a communist. Just to clarify that. I believe that using my reason and experience as a foundation for my morals provides me with equal to better morals and deriving my morals from a 2,000-year-old book of fairy tales, which supports slavery, polygamy, sex with children, killing everybody who doesn't agree with you. And yeah, I'm sure I can think of better ones than that without using that. I believe that religion is the root of most of the evil in the world. And finally, just to add this in here, I believe that Bill Maher's movie Religulous, while funny as a comedy, failed as a documentary and it didn't cover enough of the points that it should have, and somebody needs to make a better one. Like I said, this is my first video. If you want to make a video where maybe think about what you believe, feel welcome to make it post as a reply to this. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thanks.